Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. And that guy is coming because I just turned the camera on and let's just give him a second to settle. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Alina. I'm an author and I post videos on YouTube about books and writing. And for some reason my dog feels the need to make sounds and walk around whenever I film. So I'm sorry, there's not much I can do about it. If you're an older subscriber, welcome back. And as you can see, if you've seen me streaming or filming using my webcam, the background is slowly changing. That part of the room is still a freaking mess because I'm moving stuff around, building a wardrobe for spring, and I'm going with a capsule for that, so everything's a mess. First of all, I would like to apologize for the fact that I didn't have a video for you on Wednesday. Things went kind of insane. There were some family issues I needed to take care of, and that resulted in a lot of nighttime driving to and from the countryside. Anyway, it wasn't pretty. I won't get into the details, but I just wasn't going to be able to edit and post the clips from my vlog, because that's what this is. It's my second and final vlog for the AuthorTube Readathon. You still have time until midnight today, but I've already read 6 books so I thought I'd just tell you all about it and let you know what I thought and how I felt and how everything went. So I will just roll the clips now, and then when I'm done with the vlogging part, we'll meet again for the wrap-up. Hello darlings, it's Monday morning and it's the 3rd day of the AuthorTube Readathon. I finished Claire's book last night, as you've probably seen in the last vlog that went out today, that will go out today, later. It's weird. Sorry about that. I never know how to phrase these when I'm filming now and you're going to see these in the future, when some things have already happened. But anyway, yeah, it's 3 p.m. I haven't done any reading today. I'm waiting for my vlog, my reading vlog, to be rendered by Premiere, and then I'm going to edit the first Tater vlog. And we call it Tater now because the hashtag for the AuthorTube Readathon was hashtag TATR18. And Claire decided tater sounds great, and because I'm craving taters right now, I need some french fries. I'm going to call it tater too, and that's great. I was going to start on Riser today, but if I get some time during the day, I will just start reading Sarah's collection of short stories instead, because you know, scaredy cat. Also, I've noticed Riser might have some horror elements, and same thing. At least it's sci-fi too, so it will match the other challenge. So yeah, that's it for now. I still need to do my Instagram challenge for today, and hopefully while the second vlog is rendering, because while videos are exported there's nothing I can do or want to do because the computer just would crash, I'm maybe getting some reading done. If not, it will be later in the day, so we'll see how that goes. Good morning everyone, it's day 4 of the readathon and I've read like 10 pages yesterday, which is great. I also realized I had another Nikki J. Marcus book I needed to read and review by today. It's sort of a reread. She relaunched her Souls for Sale book, which I read in its initial form, but now she's re-releasing it from a different editor, and I was supposed to read and review it by today. And I was for some reason sure this was sometime in April because I'm a dumbass. So I'm going to switch that for the Ragnarok Chronicles and read that after the readathon. This is something with some demons in it, so it kind of counts as myth and paranormal, so that's what I'm going to do. And I have to finish this book today and then publish the review for it on my Eyes on Book site, which will be fun. I've just submitted my own book for pre-order right now. I have some work on the website and that's it. Other than that, all I have to do today is read and maybe take a bath, like the longest bath ever. Yeah, sounds perfect. Working more than I would have wanted, and then I took a really long bath. My hair is still wet, as you can see, and now I'm just here in bed with Souls for Sale by Nikki J. Marcus, which we'll have to do for my myth-based read because I'm supposed to finish this and review it today. Completely forgot because I'm a dumbass. It has demons and angels and stuff, so it's clearly mythology, but yeah, that's what I'm doing. Also, way shorter than the Ragnarok Chronicles, so maybe I should reread those after the readathon. I took a break for a while and I've braided my hair. Alice came to say hi. Come on. Doesn't want to come any closer. Now I'm back to reading Souls for Sale. I'm 60% in, so probably be done in about an hour, I think, and then I'll see if I can move to something else or I'm going to sleep for tonight. Either way, a book per day is still pretty good for this readathon. Minus yesterday when I didn't read. Still have a chance at 6 books. Now that I swapped this for the really long one, so we'll see how that goes. Bye! So, I finished Souls for Sale and it's kind of late and I'm kind of tired. So, I think I'm going to go to bed. It was nice to reread this. Nikki's edited the story and she's re-released it with her new publisher, but I've read it before in a different format. It was still as glorious as I remembered it and super funny. Soul is definitely one of my favorite demons and you should try it. And tomorrow probably start on the horror and then move on to Amy and then to the sci-fi. So let's see if I can pull this off. Have a good night. Good morning, everyone. Aris is just taking over my bed, as you can see here. What can you see? Yeah. He's taking care of his hygiene in my bed because he can't do it anywhere else. But I'm waking up, so okay, he's cleaning me too, apparently. Anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night last night, around 3. I couldn't go to bed, so I read some more. So I'm now like 25. Bless you. I'm now like 25% into 1000 Cranes by Imita Sukada. So I think I'm going to finish that today, which will put me to 4 books into the challenge. And next up is Sarah's book, and hopefully I have time for the science fiction as well. But we'll see. I still have 3 days, so maybe I just can make it. But today is going to be insane, so we'll see how that goes. Either way, day 3 and 4 of the readathon went well, despite my not reading much on Monday. So keep your fingers crossed. Maybe I manage it and read all 6 books. Wow, I'll succeed on my own readathon. Great. The important lesson of this readathon was that picking shorter books is great. Maybe don't have doorstoppers for your readathons, unless it's a doorstopper readathon and you have more than a week. Hello, it's 3:40 a.m. on Wednesday, which would make it technically Thursday now. I just drove back home. We had a bit of a family emergency, so I spent the last many hours driving to and from the countryside. So 200 kilometers and change, I guess. It was fun. Not really. Driving at night with a bit of fog, it's not a pleasant scenario, and by a bit I mean quite a lot. I listened to about an hour and a half of Words of Radiance, which I guess counts as reading time, but it's for none of the books I'm supposed to be reading. So I'm going to bed now. I'm trying to read a couple of pages of Amy's book. Not sure that's going to happen much because I'm dead tired, so I will see you in the morning. So I finished 1000 Cranes just now, and now I'm moving on to suggestion 376 by the one and only Sarah Scharnweber. The one payoff of being super tired today is that all I get to do is stay in bed and read, so I might finish this one today, and then I have tomorrow for the hopefully 6th book. We'll see if I can pull that off still. Starting on the 5th story. I finished what? So I finished suggestion 376. And yeah, don't read that at night. I definitely don't. Just don't read it at night. Read it during the daytime when it's nice and not spooky. So I now have 5 books read in this readathon, and I still have what's left of today and tomorrow. I might just get 6 books done, but I'm not sure I'm going to get through Riser, because it's a bit long for me to finish in a day and a half, especially since I have a lot of edits going on tomorrow. So we'll see how it goes. So it's Thursday evening, and I finished another book, and that was Santa's Little Helper by Claire Cowter. Not what I planned to read, but I looked over the description of Riser and it had some horror elements, and I feel like after suggestion 376 I needed a break from that. I needed something lighter. Besides, yesterday has been a bit of a shit show with some family drama and a lot of driving at night. So today I was kind of super low energy and tired and exhausted, so I finished that and I started on the 6th book. So officially I finished 6 books, so big win for this. I think I've also met all the challenges because Trinda's book kind of had sci-fi elements because it's a post-apocalyptic story that happens in future Earth. So a bit of a stretch, but I'd say I'm 6 books down and totally won. And mostly no, entirely read books by AuthorTubers, so I'm super proud of myself. So now I'm going to continue reading, and I will update you again on this probably sometime tomorrow morning. I was kind of bummed doing the last challenge of the day on Instagram, but I think you should stay tuned. I think more Instagram challenges are coming, and you basically have Claire to blame for that, and me for just jumping in to help her, so I'll see you tomorrow. I just came back from taking Mike to doctor's appointment and some shopping for groceries, and I just wanted to give you a final update on how I did on this readathon. I did complete all 6 Instagram challenges, and I did, with a bit of stretching, complete all 7 reading challenges. I read 6 books, 2 of those mysteries, 1 post-apocalyptic and sci-fi, and by an author-tuber, 1 horror, 1 paranormal romance with some angels and demons myths in it, and Amy Tasukada's 1000 Cranes, which was book 3 in her Yakuza series, which counts for a book with a bad guy. So yeah, I did 6 books. I also started on the 6th book in the Charlie Davis mysteries because Claire is horrible. She has this way of ending stories that you just need to dive into the next one, because it's not a cliffhanger per se, because everything is wrapped up nicely for that book, but it just gives you enough of the next one and what the inciting incident will be that you just need to dive right in. So 6 books and a half so far. I think I did well for my first readathon where I organized the shit, so yeah, that's it. Thank you for just watching me struggle with this readathon and trying to do everything right. Welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed my readathon vlogging experience. Now, just to do a quick roundup of the books I've read. The first was Revival Prologue by Trinda E. Adair. I expected this to be something else than what it was because I did not pay attention, and I know Trinda writes a lot of paranormal and post-apocalyptic and urban fantasy kind of things, so I expected Revival to be more into the paranormal realm. It turned out to be a post-apocalyptic near future science fiction kind of story, so it worked for several challenges. It actually had horror elements, and it was a very intriguing short read. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Then I read my mystery, and the first one was Higher Learning, which is book 4 in the Charlie Davis mystery collection by Claire Cowter, the one and only. And of course this went towards the challenge to read the mystery. I loved it. And then I later read Santa's Little Helper too, because Claire is awful. She's just awful. She writes these endings that demand the next book. So I read the 5th one too, and I'm like halfway through the 6th one at this point. Yeah. Moving on, I then read Souls for Sale by Asta Idonia, which is Nikki J. Marcus's pen name for gay fiction and romance. I was initially going to read the Ragnarok Chronicles, also by Nikki J. Marcus, but I realized that was never going to happen. It's a very long book, and like I said, things had a tendency to just go belly up this week, so I just wanted to read. Plus, I had to review Souls for Sale during the week of the readathon. So this will be my book for 2 challenges, well 3. Actually, it will be my urban fantasy or paranormal romance book, because that's what it is, and it will cover my requirements for a myth-based book, because angels and demons are part of mythology, so there it is. This was not the first read for me. I've read Souls for Sale, the series, in its initial form, which was a short story and a novella, and they've been re-edited and republished under this umbrella, and it's even better than it was before. I really like the protagonist Soul, who's a demon. I like hearing his voice a lot. I like his voice way more than his love interest's voice and narrative, because I mean, he's a sassy, smart, witty demon. Of course, I'm going to prefer him. Then I read Suggestion 376 by Sarah Scharnweber. This is a collection of horror short stories, and it was the read that was most out of my comfort zone. I don't dwell with horror because it scares the crap out of me. I made sure to read this during the day. It's still, oh my god. Let's say that maybe reading the short story that gives the title to this collection right before you get edits from your editor is not the smartest thing you can do, because it might scare you. Never mind. The second mystery I read was kind of read in between all of this and then completely finished after I was done with Suggestion 376 or thereabout. And the next book I read, and the final one in this readathon, was 1000 Cranes by Amy Tasukada, and I'm pretty sure I messed up the order in which I read the books, because reasons, it doesn't matter. This is the third in the Yakuza Path series. I've loved book 1 and book 2, and book 3 was just as good, and now I can't wait for book 4 to be released, and probably by book 9 we're gonna get some romance happening, other than the crippling, unrequited love that Aki is experiencing. It was interesting to be in Aki's point of view and not in Nao's, but I loved it, so yeah. All in all, I've managed to hit all the challenges and read 6 books. It was a challenge, even if I've picked these to be kind of on the short side. Still, 6 books in a week is not an easy feat, and I'm really proud of it. I also did all the Instagram challenges, as I mentioned earlier, and I was really careful to make sure I saw all the videos on this theme coming out and commenting and checking out everyone else's challenges. It was super fun for me, and I loved every second of it. So based on how this was, I would like to ask you for your opinion as well. Would you like me to do the readathon again next year? I was thinking of keeping March as a month for it, and maybe do a 1 or 2 week readathon just to give everyone more time. Maybe create more Instagram challenges and keep the reading challenges to 7. But I was thinking that 2 weeks would give us more time to read more books. And I don't know, just let me know what you thought and what you think should be improved, what you think I should keep the same. I would honestly love to do the readathon again next year. Announce it earlier, secure the dates, make sure it's promoted carefully, and make sure people have time to join. So yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for following along and for watching this video. If you find it useful and entertaining, maybe give it a thumbs up, and hope to see your suggestions and thoughts in the comments down below. And if you're new here, or if you're an older viewer but haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I post quite a lot of videos, and if you like them, it's easier to not miss any of them if you subscribe. And additionally, maybe click the notification bell, because YouTube. I will see you all Sunday. There won't be a writing vlog this week. There will be a different kind of video. It's a collaboration with Claire, and I think you'll love it. So yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye!